What is going on, guys? Kyle of Finance Bro here. Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Carvana and a potential short squeeze that could be coming very soon. Alrighty, everybody. So Carvana has been in the news as of late. It's been running up like crazy and seeing a bunch of momentum towards the upside with a lot of interesting speculative bets. We're going to be talking about why this is happening and what could be happening next with this overall stock. But first things first, if you guys haven't already, I really want to recommend you join our free Discord with the first, or it might be second, link down in the description below. You guys can get access to our buy and sell alerts that we put out daily. This is the best way to see what we're investing in currently in the stock market. And of course, obviously, you get one-on-one interactions with us, including a bunch of other benefits from that as well. Hit that link down in the description below. Go to the Join Us channel. Hit this link right here on any of these different post announcements that we make, and you guys can get signed up with any of the membership options that we have. We have a lot of different pricing options depending on what works best for you. So, of course, if you guys want to take advantage of that, hit the link down in the description. Oh, but let's talk about Carvana. Carvana is a interesting stock. Over the last year-to-date chart, as you can see here, we are experiencing upwards of 113 to 14% in gains, guys. That is absolutely unheard of. It's incredible to see this kind of movement in the really just a short past month to month and a half. And what really everybody is wondering is why? Why is this happening, especially right now in the midst of a pretty big cool down in the overall car market, especially the used car market when it comes to overall prices. We're seeing prices drop almost by 15 to 20% in most used car sectors. But the question is, of course, is if that's the case, why is it running like this? What a lot of people seem to think is that we could be experiencing the beginnings of, or potentially be in the middle of, another short squeeze. A lot of people have short positions on this specific stock, and more people continue to bet against it every single day. As you can see here on Webull, this is what we've seen just over the last couple of weeks. Really not a lot of momentum with Carvana if you go back a ways. Well, only momentum really is downward momentum. As you can see here over the last couple of months, this is what we were experiencing. That was until, of course, on January 10th into the 11th when we saw a huge gap up in price upon market open. And then the momentum continued as we continue to see further highs being made. And of course, the rest is history. We're now sitting at over $10.02 a share as I'm making this video, with a nice green candle pump in the middle of making this video as well. And this pattern that we're seeing right here could potentially be another breakout trend or a bull flag, if you will, right? If you're familiar with trading patterns or what patterns are, a bull flag is typically considered a very bullish pattern in the overall ways that candles can make certain patterns in the overall price action of a given stock. Now, in this specific instance, what we're looking at here is potentially a breakout like we saw back here with the other bull flag that was being formed not too long ago. Please remember, though, guys, that this is not a guarantee that this stock will, again, boost up into the stratosphere and do amazing numbers. There are things like pattern fails, right? As you can see here, this was kind of a bull flag depending on the time frame that you're looking at, and this was kind of a pattern fail out of that where we saw a little bit of decline in price. Still held pretty strong at those levels, though, and continued to push back up towards the highs. Now, the question is that will this be a pattern fail, or will we see another boost in momentum and a huge boost in gains as well for Carvana holders? As you can see here too, I'm using a couple of MA lines. These are great things to use to see the moving averages and, more importantly, see the momentum behind a given stock, to see how bullish it is and whether or not that bullish activity can continue. As you can see, the price action is well above these different MA lines. It has dropped below a few different times, but each time it's dropped below, it's rebounded drastically back towards the upside and really recovered quite nicely. Now, keeping all of that in mind, as you can see, this is where we're at right now. We're still well above these specific MA lines, and I think if we can break above those MA lines, we can potentially see some further bullish momentum towards the upside. We're still consolidating within this triangle here, and what is remaining to be seen is how long this triangle will last. How long will this pattern last until we see a breakout towards the upside or towards the downside? That remains to be seen, obviously, but again, we're going to be watching this stock very closely when that does happen. One of the things I want to keep in mind, because a lot of you guys are big share buyers, right? You might not be big option traders, and that's what I think you can take the most advantage of when it comes to Carvana's overall speculative position that it's in right now. Option buyers are the winners, right? You make a speculative play with calls or puts, either way, whatever way you're playing, the upside or the downside, you potentially can make some pretty decent money by doing that. But if you are a long-term holder, I would advise caution. Again, with these types of speculative companies, especially growth companies like this, these types of companies I'm not very comfortable holding long term, especially with shares. And as you can see here, Carvana's frenzied rally shows speculative bets are trending again, But what you really want to keep in mind here is that even though this is in the short term, this is rocketing up like crazy, and you think it's only going to go up from here and it's only never going to stop. If you're new to the market, I'm sure if you're a veteran of the market, you're well versed in this kind of stuff, that this kind of movement doesn't last forever, especially with a company like Carvana, who is currently not profitable. They are not very profitable, guys. I believe the last time I read, they had over $6.6 million, or not billion, $billion worth of debt and a bunch of other debt on their balance sheets. They're not a profitable company right now, and the overall numbers are not looking great for Carvana as far as a more fundamental analysis goes of the company. Keeping that in mind, this is not something that I'm holding for more than even a month if I'm buying shares. If I'm not buying shares, I'm trading options. This is something that I'm maybe doing a couple of swing trades with, but I'm keeping it very speculative, especially betting on this recent potential short squeeze that a lot of people seem to think could be coming very soon. Again, that is just what's been going on recently with it. Also, guys, people keep asking me, what chart are you using? What is this chart called? What is this software? This is Webull, guys. This is also what we use to trade stocks on a daily basis. If you haven't already, I really recommend using one of the links down in the description below. Sign up for a Webull account, guys, and you guys can get a bunch of free stocks that is literally, it's free money. If you want to take advantage of that, why not, right? It's free money. You get to kind and get on this amazing brokerage, and of course use the same brokerage that we use on a daily basis. Great charting software, overall really, really accurate pricing, really up-to-date pricing, and just one of my favorite ones to use in general. So if you haven't already, get on this. It's just a great brokerage, and it's one I highly recommend using. And of course, it also supports the channel when you use our affiliate link down in the description below. Other than that, though, guys, this is pretty much everything as far as we can go with covering Carvana. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think about Carvana. I would love to hear your overall thoughts and opinions about this. Make sure to like the video, hit the subscribe button so you guys never miss new videos like this that we're going to be posting every single day. That's right, guys, we are back in full force, and I cannot wait to give you guys more content like this. Other than that, though, guys, that's all I have for you guys today. I'm Kyle with Finance Bro. Take it easy.